Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose. Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Hey! Greenblood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor! Me who thought myself a competent? In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor! It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother...
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should... I'll meet you in front of...
Very well.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear you.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to... All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain.
Of course. Where is...
In the lower boroughs. Near the...
Right then. We'll put it...
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
And what if I said yes?
Well, I'd be grateful, I suppose. But sadly, Greenblood, you're not quite my type. Anything else?
I must leave you.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
I wish you a good day, Yorick. I must go home. My son's...
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hand out to me? You won't regret this miraculous opportunity.
The merchant is there. And death to the other! Come and taste my saber! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the Guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your Master-at-Arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the Guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the Guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Hello, sir.
I believe I've seen you. I heard the discourse of this priest on the main square. He says that the Malicor is a punishment from the Enlightened.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Teofredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor. Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what...
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Teofredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did in... Allow me to congratulate you.
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a the Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you. And your cousin in the... I only regret...
Really? Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all, but these particular non-believers threaten the fragile heart. We would consider it a tremendous favor.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene, but I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments.
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they... If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sardet.
I still don't see Constantine at your side.
Don't worry. We'll find him.
I certainly hope so.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before...
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before...
I hope nothing's happened to him, or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide...
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm.
We're short a crew member. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present him.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, I would like to set sail.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking? Maybe clandestine passengers?
As long as they don't try and get on my ship. That said, we did catch a
Smuggler.
in the port jails. May I ask you, why the sudden...
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving.
Happy to see that. Just so happens that I heard they were making quite some ruckus. We, of course, refused entry. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain you're a potential stow. But we won't allow you to make a search.
What do you mean?
That's discretion and malice.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
You cannot pass. Only the Norts have access. You cannot pass. Only the Norts have access to the prison.
Halt! The warehouse is...
Can't you make an exception?
No?
Very well.
Orders haven't changed, you know.
Very well.
Orders...